What's good, everybody? And welcome to another episode of the ChopRoom. It's your boy K here, man. Always want to thank y'all for taking time to watch. Listen, man, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, man. Whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, X, of course, we know formerly known as Twitter. And if you don't have time, you just want to listen, man, you can listen on Spotify as well, man. Man, it would be a great honor, man, if y'all could like on every platform. If you're on Spotify, like that. If you're on YouTube, like that. If you're on Facebook, like that, so on and so forth. All of them. Man, help your boy out with support. It doesn't cost anything at all. Man, if you want to drop a donation, man, you're looking at Cash App, man, the ChopRoom. That's the dollar symbol with the ChopRoom. All one word there. You can pre-order merch, man. Shoot an email. Email sitting there. Chopping it up, 23@gmail.com, man. We can definitely discuss price, discuss size, all of that and everything, man. Just make sure, man, just trying to get the platform really going. Been going here for just a little bit, man, but want to get the numbers up, man. Does everybody love sports? No, but we deal with life. Everybody deals with life. We try to sprinkle in a little bit of life in there as well, man. But talking about sports, it's heavy. It's heavy right now. Obviously, last time we talked, NBA Finals had been NBA Finals. We're done. I don't know who won that, but we're in the off season, baby. We're in the off season, and now is it as hot as it was? What was it? About 3 years ago. Well, no, man, it's 2024. It's been that long since Kawhi. That's crazy. That was the craziest free agency. So it was 2020, about 4 years ago, man. Nothing like that, or even 3 years ago. But man, it's already making some noise. The noise that started it was Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges, he goes from the Nets, goes across town over to play in New York. Significance of this, I'm glad you asked. Man, Villanova boys, they are all matching up. These boys won a championship together. DiVincenzo, Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, and now you're adding that boy Mikal Bridges. This was back, I want to say, around 16, 17, that they won the championships. Their coach Jay right over Villanova there, man. Listen. It's not just because of that chemistry. That's one example. But we'll forget real quick when something bad happens to a squad, right? Like we'll forget. We remember that negative stuff more than we remember the positive stuff. Man, look, yes, they did get beat before the Eastern Conference Finals. All the stuff that had happened to the Knicks, all the stuff that they had overcame, man, come on, man. Julius Randle had already been out basically before All-Star break. You know, he didn't play the All-Star game, which we already know that had been a vital piece. Mitchell Robinson missed a good portion of the year. He had been struggling with the ankle, high ankle sprain there. So, I mean, by the time you already get to the playoffs, already depleted, two big pieces there. Then you get to the first round, Boban Bogdanovic, the shooter, one of their shooters. He goes down in game 3. They don't see him for the rest of the playoffs. And it was a snowball effect, man. Snowball effect. And by the time that they got to that second round where they had made they were up 2-0, end up losing 2, come back, get that one in Indiana. Yeah, it just Jalen Brunson gets injured, which was their main person. And man, interesting stat I heard about that cat. That's 34 points a game that man was scoring since the All-Star break. Hey, he doing work. And so remember, like I said, without Julius Randle. So now your potential starting lineup, nothing I've seen, just something I would guess. Because you still have OG Anunoby. See, they got him on extension. Knicks over here making some moves. So you got Jalen locked at the moment. This next season. Jalen Brunson. We saw what he did. He's going to continue to elevate that. Continue to elevate that. It's going to make him more space. Why? Glad you asked. DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo. We saw that man shoot the air out the ball. He can shoot. He was doing it in Golden State too. But it's obviously more prevalent when you don't have somebody like Steph and that time Clay. We're going to talk about that. You already know. But at that time, Clay and yeah. So DiVincenzo, the shooter, that's going to create more space for Brunson. Brunson likes that mid range. Brunson likes to go in there. He likes contact. He didn't mind it. OG. OG in a note. Ta-da. How you like me now? My man, they were 23. I want to say in a 28 game span where he played the 28 or so games he played, they were 23 and 5. 23 and 5, 22 and 6. Those three. Julius Randle will come back. He's had a surgery. I've been seeing reports he's recovering. And then Mitchell Robinson, because why? The one thing the Knicks had to do was give up Hartenstein. Personally, I would have kept Hartenstein and probably let go of Robinson. It's not that I don't like Robinson, but that's part of business too. Sometimes you have to cut stuff off. That sounds like life, don't it? You have to cut some things off if they win you down or you don't have room for them. It's that they're not going to have room. They didn't have room, obviously, for Mitchell Robinson and Hartenstein. But they went the route. They kept Robinson. I would have definitely kept Hartenstein, man. And Hartenstein does the stuff that, especially, the younger generation, man. They love the scoring. The newer cats, they love the scoring. That doesn't mean I don't love scoring, but you hear me say it all the time. I love the dirty work, man. I love the hustle. I love the rebounders. I love that. That's what Hartenstein's job was. He was the rebounder, man. He was the hustle man. He was their low-grade Dennis Rodman, if you will, is what Hartenstein was, but also could assist. Had a nice little 15-foot jumper he could get off as well. Man, yeah, that was the only thing the Knicks had to do. But, man, like I say, potential Jalen, and see, look, even telling y'all right now off the top of the dome, I just sit there and forgot about Mikal Bridges. So let's say they go with, they can do a small ball lineup, I guess you could say, too. I don't think I would start this. Jalen Brunson, DiVincenzo, or maybe I'm going to say Jalen, Josh, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, and Julius at the 5. That would be a good one when they're playing teams like Golden State, when they're playing teams like who in the East. Unless they make a big move for a center, the Heat, that's going to be a good lineup. But still, with that lineup, you still got DiVincenzo on the bench. You got Alec Burks. He went. So they don't have him. They don't have Bogdanovich. It slipped my mind. I'm having a brain fart in the middle of the show here, but it's deep. My point is the Knicks have definitely gotten deeper, and they're getting ready for who? Just like any smart team would. Who just won the finals? Celtics. What do they have? 2 strong guards that play both sides of the ball, right? 2 strong wings. One's a little better on the other end than the other one, but regardless, they got the length. Porzingis, injured, yes. When he's there, whole different story. Still got your vet in Al Horford. So who's New York going to match up with? Well, Boston. There's Jalen Brunson, Drew Holiday. First line, I said DiVincenzo, Derek White. Don't give them some problems, but they're going to. I'm not. OG, Mikal Bridges. See, I'm talking with y'all. I'm chopping it up. That's going to be the decision. Who is coming off of that bench for them? Who is coming off Could you, like I said, Josh Hart's your rebounding guard. That's a bad boy on the rebound, boy, to be 6'4". Man, it's gonna be tough. So another question that came up for me, just with that. See, we just talked about one